Dominik Mysterio could face bizarre new challenger in a Lucha Dream match, exclusive. WWE Intercontinental Champion Dominik Mysterio might face a challenge from an unlikely opponent. Wrestling sensation Mr. Iguana has expressed interest in facing the Judgment Day member. Mysterio has been a prominent feature of the Judgment Day since joining the faction over 2 years ago. As the Gothic stable dominated the main roster, Dirty Dom also rose up the ranks in WWE, becoming one of the most dastardly heels in the business. During an exclusive chat, Sportskeeda senior editor Bill Apter billed it as a dream match. Mr. Iguana also echoed the same sentiment, claiming it would be a surreal moment to step into the ring against a wrestler having ties with greats like Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero. Mr. Iguana felt he would test out Dominik Mysterio's lucha skills before letting his lizard off on the Judgment Day member. Well, it would be a lot of lucha things. First, I will measure how much lucha he has in the blood. Then I think, this lizard will do the other job. For me, mentally, it will be like, whoa, he's the son of my idol, Rey Mysterio, and he has the image of another idol, Eddie Guerrero. So, for me, it's a very surreal moment for a lucha guy. From 3/13 onwards, Dominik Mysterio was scheduled to defend the IC title against AJ Styles. However, he did not have the match at Night of Champions due to an injury. The Phenomenal One is looking for a chance to get one over on Dirty Dom. Dominik Mysterio born to be a star, says Lucha legend, he's born with charisma, exclusive. WWE star Mr. Iguana recently shared his thoughts on Dominik Mysterio doing well in the business. Mysterio is the current Intercontinental Champion on Raw. The Lucha star became an instant sensation during the Money in the Bank weekend last month. He featured in the highly anticipated Worlds Collide event, becoming the highlight of the show, and grabbing headlines across the world. During an exclusive chat with Sportskeeda senior editor Bill Apter, Mr. Iguana detailed that Dominik Mysterio was naturally charming given his ties with great luchadors such as Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, and Konnan. The star claimed he was happy to see Dirty Dom make it on his own after an initial run beside his father. He's born with star, he's born with charisma. So, that's one thing you can't learn, you're born with it. His father is Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero was very close to him, Konnan is his godfather. You have all these lucha growing up, you had to have this star. I'm a big fan of him. Right now, he's doing heelish work, but he's got a lot of charisma in it. He added, when he debuted and he started to wrestle with Rey, I was very happy. Like how big it is to be in the ring with your father, and now having your own way. From 104 onwards, Dominik Mysterio is currently recovering from an injury that prevented him from competing at Night of Champions. It will be interesting to see if the Intercontinental Champion gets into a program with Mr. Iguana anytime soon, reason why Dominik Mysterio may lose his title at WWE Saturday Night's Main Event explained. WWE Saturday Night's Main Event is just a few days away. The show is set to feature some massive matches and superstars, and the fans expect quite a few surprises as well. In a stacked-up match card, WWE could add a massive Intercontinental Championship match as well. Dominik Mysterio was initially set to defend his IC title against AJ Styles at Night of Champions. However, the match got cancelled after Mysterio ended up getting a minor injury, which has kept him out of action lately. However, it is clear that once Mysterio gets back in action, WWE will book the match again. That could happen this weekend at Saturday Night's Main Event if the star is cleared to compete once again. The show could feature the massive title match, which has been rumored to take place at SummerSlam, and he could end up losing his title for a very specific reason. AJ Styles is clearly nearing his retirement, and his recent run doesn't do justice to the decorated wrestling career he has had. The Phenomenal One needs some massive victories, and one at Saturday Night's Main Event would undoubtedly be quite emotional. Saturday Night's Main Event is set to emanate from Atlanta, Georgia, the Phenomenal One's home state, and this could be the reason WWE books a match between Mysterio and Styles at the event. Further, considering the fact that Styles would be in his home state, WWE could put the title on the legend for a few weeks, using a possible interference attempt from the Judgment Day that could end up costing Mysterio. This could further enhance the Judgment Day storyline and also put the title on Styles. While this angle is speculative, many are hoping to see Styles lift another title soon. What else has WWE confirmed for Saturday night's main event? The Stamford-based company has not confirmed a lot of matches for the 40th edition of SNME this weekend, but the match card is as stacked as it could ever be. The show will feature a showdown between Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre, completely based on the past they have had, and an RKO Orton delivered to the Scottish Warrior on SmackDown last week. Further, the event will finally feature Seth Rollins in singles action against LA Knight, in a match that could have a number of interferences and surprises. The main event of the show will feature Goldberg challenging Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. The bout may mark the Hall of Famer's final match in the company before his potential retirement. Only time will tell what else Triple H has in store for the event. Dirty Dom gives his dad credit for revolutionizing Lucha, Undertaker's daughter in the ring, video. Dominik Mysterio, via Intoxicado's podcast, gives Rey Mysterio credit for revolutionizing Lucha in America's wrestling culture. I can say there were a handful of people that had a hand in revolutionizing the sport into what it is today. Unfortunately, my dad, Rey Mysterio, being one of them because of his style. A lot of people didn't see that Lucha style, and he was one of the first guys to bring it in and make people give a shit about it. He was one of those guys that came in there and revolutionized the sport. I can list off a bunch of others, but he comes off the top of my head. As much as I hate to say his name and give him credit for it, it's the reality. The Undertaker's 12-year-old daughter Kaya Faith Calloway out here doing 450 in the ring. Cody Rhodes. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, is regarded as the present-era face of WWE. He belongs to a great wrestling family, and he is from the second generation of the Rhodes family. Cody Rhodes happens to be the son of Dusty Rhodes, one of the legendary names in the WWE. Regarding his wealth, the WWE star has amassed a net worth of around $8 million. This wealth accumulation is attributed to his substantial WWE contract, reported to be around $3 million annually, placing him among the top 5 highest-paid wrestlers in the company. Rhea Ripley. WWE's Australian powerhouse Rhea Ripley is considered one of the marquee players of the women's wrestling segment of the Stamford-based promotion. The wrestling diva has taken the WWE by storm, and she is not just known for her dominating presence in the ring but also for her impressive lifestyle. Ripley has amassed a lot of fortune, including luxurious properties. To a burgeoning net worth, she is expected to have a net worth of $1 million to $3 million by 2025. Her WWE paychecks, product sales, pay-per-view appearances, and brand sponsorships are just a few of the revenue sources taken into account in this estimate. Apart from this, WWE's mommy makes about $250,000 a year from the company. The Judgment Day faction member has secured numerous endorsement deals, including collaborations with C4 Energy, Mattel, Nexus Sports Nutrition, WWE 2K25, and Topps, which add to her wealth and net worth. Also read, Judgment Day's reign expands as Roxanne Perez officially crowned Women's Tag Team Champion, WWE News Times of India. Out of all the top-tier talents of WWE, John Cena is found to be topping the list with a staggering net worth of $80 million, which he rightly deserves given his popularity in the wrestling and film industry. Adam Pearce to ban 2 WWE stars, Dominik Mysterio stripped of Intercontinental title? 5 things that could happen on upcoming Raw. The upcoming episode of WWE Raw will mark the final show before 2 big shows, Evolution 2 and Saturday night's main event. This means that the Red Brand show will serve as the final chance for Triple H's creative team to generate buzz for both events on feuds from Monday Night Raw. With such high stakes at play, we will discuss 5 things that could happen in the forthcoming edition of the Monday Night show. Lyra Valkyria turns heel. Lyra Valkyria is engaged in a feud with Bayley and Becky Lynch. However, The company has yet to make a triple threat match official between them for the Women's IC Championship. Talking about Valkyria, the Hugger is not happy with her involvement with Lynch, as the former Damage Control member had already suffered a loss against Becky in the past due to her involvement. Considering this, it's possible Lyra finally snaps on Raw this week and turns heel. This could be done when she stands firm against Bayley and even destroys the champion. It could be a perfect setup for their three-way feud. Goldberg might make a final appearance on it Saturday night's main event. Goldberg will wrestle in his final match against Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Following this, the veteran will never compete in the squared circle again. Despite being Goldberg's last match, WWE has still not promoted their match, perhaps as they could, as fans witnessed minimal interactions between these two stars, and virtually no physicality. On WWE Raw before SNME, the Hall of Famer might make his presence felt on the red brand one final time. The iconic star can bid farewell to the WWE Universe ahead of his final clash. Dominik Mysterio could be stripped of the IC title. Dominik Mysterio is currently not defending his IC championship as he disclosed an injury before Night of Champions. This injury even led to Adam Pearce canceling his match against AJ Styles at the Saudi Arabia show. Meanwhile, Dirty Dom showed Styles a doctor's note in a backstage segment on the red brand last week. In the upcoming edition of Raw, it could be disclosed that Dominik was only faking his injury to